In this video, I'm going to show you 2 upper body exercises that every adult, especially if you're over the age of 50, should be doing. It's a matter of literal life and death. And spoiler alert, one of the exercises is not this. So if you're ready, let's get ready to think right, move right, and feel right. Now, when I say these upper body exercises can be a matter of life and death, I'm not exaggerating. My own father in his mid-70s got really weak from not doing any sort of upper body exercise or really any lower body exercise either. And one day he actually fell on the ground. And once he was on the ground, he was not able to pick himself up again and actually needed to have an ambulance come help him get up off of the sidewalk. If you don't like the idea of that happening to you one day, then you should be doing this first upper body exercise, especially if you're a senior. The exercise is the push-up. You want to be able to do a proper push-up no matter how old you are, because this is going to help you get up and down off the floor easily and safely, and it can even protect you in the case of a fall. Of course, when you first start, you can't do a full push-up on the floor, and that's okay. Here's how we're going to regress things. Start off with your hands on the kitchen counter and move your feet back so that you're at a little bit of a slant, and then you're going to lower yourself down towards the counter and back up. Only go through the range of motion that feels safe and doable. You don't want to force things. You don't want to feel any popping or cracking or snapping or pinching. Just go where you feel like you can get. If that's here, that's fine, and go out of it. Go until you get a little bit of fatigue in these muscles. You're gonna feel them here on the back of your arm. You might feel them a little bit in the front of the shoulder. Once you feel like a medium level of fatigue, just go ahead and take a rest for a minute, maybe 2 minutes, depending on how long it takes you to feel like you're ready to do another set. And depending on your kitchen setup, you might even be able to combine this with lunch. Oh, nom, nom, nom. If you're doing your push-ups on the kitchen counter, aim for a higher number of repetitions, maybe something like 15 to even 30 repetitions per set. For those of you who have never heard of a set or rep, a rep is just doing the exercise. That motion, that's 1 rep. And if I did 20 or 30 of these, and I get tired and I need to rest, that whole group of reps was 1 set. And after I'm finished resting, I'm gonna do another set, which is gonna be another group of these reps. Nom, 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 nom. And while you're taking a rest between sets, consider hitting the join or thanks buttons on YouTube to support this channel, or you can go to uprighthealth.com/donate for a couple other simple, easy options. All right, let's get back to it. When the counter starts feeling really easy, you can use lower surfaces like chairs or benches, and then keep doing your push-ups around 15 to 30 repetitions. 2 sets is pretty good, but if you want to do a 3rd set, go for it. Also, make sure when you're doing your push-ups on the counter or on a chair or on the floor that your hands are placed somewhere around shoulder width apart. That's a good starting position. If you go too narrow, you're gonna be really stressing out the muscles that cross the elbow, and you probably aren't ready for that just yet. You can do that in the future after you can do a full push-up on the floor. And if you go really wide with your hands, you're gonna feel a whole lot of stress across the front of your shoulders and through your chest, and you're almost definitely gonna hurt yourself because these muscles are really not gonna be prepared for a full push-up with this wide up. Oh God. So remember, start off with your hands just about shoulder width, a little bit wider to get maximum comfort while you're first starting. And one more thing I want you to pay attention to is what your spine and your hips are doing. I don't want you to start doing this to get lower to the floor with your knees and your butt. I want you to keep your spine in line with your legs. So you're trying to keep yourself in a pretty straight line the whole time, so it's your shoulder, your arms, your chest muscles that are doing the work, not this kind of cheaty McCheaterson. And once that feels easy, you can come down to the floor on your knees and use some padding or cushioning under your knees if you feel like you need it, and then slowly drop down and slowly push back up. Make sure that you're going all the way up and all the way down, touching your chest to the floor. If it feels like a struggle to get all the way down, that's okay. Go back to using some elevation. You can use yoga blocks, or you can keep using the chairs that you were using and just do higher repetitions. Make sure you're always practicing getting as full a range of motion as possible, because that's gonna help you build more strength. So when you feel ready for a full push-up, you just keep the knees straight, and then you're gonna drop yourself down, and here you're gonna feel like, oh boy, this is tough, I can't push up. You can put your knees down to help you to just do the push-up on your knees, then lift the knees. Then you go down, put the knees down, push your body up, and then lift the knees up again. And you can just keep doing it that way. until it starts feeling easier and easier, and then you can go into your full push-ups like so. When you're doing these on the floor, you want to reduce the number of reps per set. So you could do as few as 1 repetition per set and just do more sets. For example, maybe you go to do your push-up and you're like, I can do 1 and then I'm really tired. Well, then maybe you just do 1 like that, rest a little bit, and then do another 1. But if it feels too intense and you feel like your joints are like getting way too stressed by doing that, then do the easier version until you can handle a little bit more. There's no shame in doing the easier version. So when you're doing push-ups on the floor, doing sets with 3 to 10 repetitions is probably pretty good, and you can do 3 to 5 sets, and your body is going to probably like that a lot better than doing 20 repetitions in 1 set on the floor. And one day your ability to do a proper push-up could save your life or your ego. And now let's talk about the second exercise. And before we get to the second exercise, I have 2 confessions to make. The first is I really appreciate it when you hit that like and subscribe button, and when you hit those join and thanks buttons, I really super duper appreciate it because it helps me make videos like this that help everyone in the world. So if you like this channel and you want to support me, hit those join and thanks buttons, or at least those like and subscribe buttons right now. The second thing I want to confess is that to do this next exercise, you will have to spend a little bit of money, but I'm not telling you to buy anything fancy, no expensive gadgets or gizmos, nothing that requires Bluetooth or an app on your phone. I'm going to recommend that you head to your nearest sporting goods store and pick up a dumbbell because it's 100% worth the money you spend on it. And if you get a couple of them in increasing weights, it's gonna help you maintain your strength and independence for the long run. I know you probably think that people who have dumbbells in their homes have more brawn than brains, and while that may be true, I want you to use your brain right now and realize if you don't have the brawn to move your body, you're gonna be going boo-hoo in the long run. So go get yourself a dumbbell after you watch this video and understand what to do with it. This second upper body exercise is called the dumbbell row. You're just gonna have a seat or chair, something sturdy in front of you, plant your hand and hold onto the dumbbell. Your feet are just gonna be comfortably apart, around shoulder width or wider, and you're gonna keep your spine straight, which means you're not gonna be doing this stuff while you're doing the exercise, nor are you going to be doing any super hard, heavy arching like this. You're just trying to keep your spine in a nice neutral position. Your knees can be a little bit bent because I know you have tight hamstrings, which we can talk about another day. And if you were to try to stand with your knees straight, you'd probably also round your spine. So let's just bend your knees a little bit. And then you're gonna start the motion by pulling the shoulder blade back. So you notice I'm not even bending my elbow. I'm pulling back here. That's the shoulder blade pulling back towards the spine, and then I'm going to bend the elbow and go up towards the ceiling, okay? So I'm going here and here, here and here, right? And once you can feel that you have this control, you just make it one smooth motion, okay? So pulling up and down, just like you're starting the old gas-powered lawnmowers. Fun fact, I used to have to use a gas-powered lawnmower that started with that stupid string that would never do the thing. And now you know that I am in fact at least 40 years old. This exercise is truly crucial to do because it is the balancer to your push-ups. If all you do is a bunch of pushing and strengthening of the front of your chest and the front of your shoulders, you're gonna be really unhappy because ultimately you're gonna unbalance things and get really sore, cranky, stiff, pinchy, and jammy all around here. You'll even notice that when you go to lift your arm, things really hurt on the top of the shoulder because you are wildly imbalanced. But doing the dumbbell row will help you maintain some balance, and it's gonna help you start gas lawnmowers, which don't exist anymore. So a better example is that you'll be able to open and close heavy doors. You're gonna be able to pick up heavy bags of groceries and toys for the grandkids. Heavy sacks of imaginary mail that all your friends and relatives never send anymore. Oh, never mind, they texted me. So when you first go to the sporting goods store to get a dumbbell, get something like 5 or 10 pounds, or actually even better, get both, because you're gonna find that 5 pounds gets pretty easy pretty quickly, no matter who you are and no matter what you're starting from. And then you're gonna want that 10-pound dumbbell. And then you're probably gonna wanna get a 15 and a 20. If you don't wanna get a whole collection of dumbbells, you can also look for an adjustable dumbbell at your sporting goods store. They'll look something like this or something like this. Adjustable dumbbells might be a little bit more expensive than buying individual dumbbells, but it really helps to have everything right there. And then you're gonna have a nice versatile stack of weight that doesn't take up half of your living room. You're gonna do sets of 8 to 20 depending on your comfort levels and what kind of intensity you feel like you can manage. And I would suggest doing 2 to 3 sets. And that's on each side, so don't think you can get away with doing 2 sets on one side and 0 on the other. Whenever it feels really easy to do 3 sets of 20, then you should definitely bump the weight up by about 5 pounds, which again is why I'm saying it might be a good idea to get yourself an adjustable dumbbell. Yep, that makes sense. Yep, that makes sense. Got it. So the next logical question is, how many times should you be doing these exercises a week? And here's the good news. I'm not expecting you to give up all of your hobbies to do these 2 upper body exercises. I actually suggest you only do them twice a week. So that could be Monday and Thursday, or Tuesday and Saturday, or maybe Tuesday and Friday, whatever actually feels doable for you. These 2 upper body exercises will help you maintain a base level of functional strength that'll help you in regular daily life. You could get a lot more fancy and complex with other exercises, but exercises like the push-up and the dumbbell row are necessary and will give you the strength to do basic things that you need to accomplish to survive. Yeah, no, I get it. I get it. Yes, you could survive without doing these, but I mean, do you want to get stuck on the floor or not be able to open the door because you're too weak? So try integrating these 2 upper body exercises into your life. It's only going to take you maybe 30 minutes in the entire week. And I know you've got 30 minutes that you can spare. Yeah, no, I did see that video. I know we talked about this yesterday. I know. Can we? I'm in the middle of something right now. As you get stronger and stronger, make sure you increase the difficulty of the exercises you're doing by either getting lower to the floor for your push-up or using more weight when you're doing the dumbbell row. And hopefully these exercises and the strength that you build inspire you to start doing different things and exploring what your body is capable of. I couldn't do this when I was a teenager or a child even, but in my 40s I learned, hey, I might be able to do weird stuff just because my body is prepared for it. Oh gosh. And nothing breeds confidence like capability. Confucius say, nothing breeds confidence like capability. I've got more videos to help seniors stay strong and feel strong, and if you're not a senior yet but you're feeling like it, you should also check these videos out. I'm going to link to them at the end of this video and also in the description box, but before you start clicking away, I want to ask you, would you be interested in a program designed for seniors, for older adults, to help restore basic mobility and maintain independence and strength? If so, go to uprighthealth.com/seniors and let me know. I haven't built it yet, but I want to see if there's enough people out there who are actually interested in it, because if you're out there and you feel like it would be a big help to you, I will build it. But I just have to know that people are out there that want it. So go to that website, uprighthealth.com/seniors, put in your email address, let me know, and I'll build a program for you. In the meantime, you can also check out my Body Rebuilding Basics program at uprighthealth.com/BRB to rebuild your mind and your body for free with some free follow-along workouts. Also, be sure to check these videos out here. Hit the join and thanks buttons on YouTube to support this channel, or you can send me money via PayPal with a link in the description box. Like, share, subscribe, and as always, I hope you remember that pain sucks, life shouldn't.